Good evening, everyone. A little bit of history was trying to be made tonight. You might remember the North Central boys varsity basketball team went undefeated in capturing its state championship back in March. Well, now the new North Central 8-man football team was trying to go undefeated. Yes, this would be the first time they would be able to do that. Any team in the state, they're playing Battle Creek St. Philip down in Greenville. Jason Whitens is in trouble. Oh, not really. Dawson Bilski makes the catch on the touchdown, and North Central is within 14-12 in the second quarter. Now, after scoring a couple times with Mr. Kleiman in charge, near the end of the half, Whitens is going to find Kleiman. Bobby Kleiman with this pass down to the 1-yard line, stop the clock to get the chains moved up. Then with 8 seconds to go, Whiten says, I'm calling my own number and I better score. He does. He had 9 of 14 passing, 217 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kleiman, 21 carries, 205 yards, 5 touchdowns. We have a state champion. They're called the North Central Jets, 58-33. Let's hear from the winning coach.
It's very exciting for us, especially in our first year down in the 8-man football division. You know, we're a little school, 119 kids. We've got a great bunch of kids here that just stick with each other and they play together. And we got a couple of guys that we can just call their number and it seems to go every time for us. And Jason and Bobby, those are the 2 guys.
So congratulations to North Central. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, there it is. Kevin is now officially a state champion coach with an undefeated record. Congratulations to the Red and Black. There will be a welcome home ceremony 6:30 tomorrow night at North Central High School. The Northern Michigan Wildcat hockey team welcomed Minnesota State into the Barrie Event Center for a WCHA matchup this evening. A defensive battle. Oh, yes, it was. Wildcats trying to get going. Atte Tolvanen had a pretty good night, turning away 29 of 30 shots, denying Teddy Bluger here. We're tied at 0. Second period, Michael Huntebrinker with the loose puck to Brad McClure, and it's 1-0 Mavericks. Still in the second, Cohen Adair will be in front of the net to pick up a power goal right there on the left side of your screen. That tied it at 1. The game eventually went into overtime, and it would be much of the same. Atte Tolvanen took a lot of heat, but he would keep the game a tie. They skate to a draw, and head coach Walt Kyle spoke about how the draw fired up his team.
One of the things I was most pleased with our guys weren't happy with it. And, you know, I expect this to be a little sloppy after taking a week off. We were, and they're good, and they had possession a lot, but I liked some of the things that we did. I liked our resiliency, and I liked our ability to hang in there and get the tie.
They're a very fast team, and they'll capitalize on our mistakes more often than not, and that's something we got to cut out for tomorrow night. I think for the most part, everything else is pretty good.
NMU and Minnesota State square off tomorrow at the Barrie at 7 o'clock. To the hockey scoreboard. Hey, Lake Superior State picks up a nice win, 3-2 over Bemidji State. Alaska and Ferris State play to a tie at 2. Bowling Green needs overtime before edging Huntsville 3-2. And of course, on the late show, it would be Alaska Anchorage entertaining Penn State. Also in college hockey, the Finlandia men get an overtime victory over Lawrence 4-3. Bryce Mitzel scored the game winner. Goalie Walker Enstead had 29 saves. Hey, there's Marquette coach Doug Garrow. And they're taking on Sheboygan tonight and taking one for the team. Ouch! That would be Kyle Lane, the defenseman. Don't worry, he's a hockey player. He would be back on his next shift. A couple minutes later, Jake Phillips gets taken down to the corner. No big deal. Donnie Schultz gets the pass and puts it home. 5'6", 140, the program says. 6'1" Redmond at 11:28 of the second period. Now Marquette's on the power play. Jake Phillips and Kristen Jackson play catch, and Jackson says, top corner. Yep, just like the other one. That works. Marquette with a 7-1 lead. We did not get a final score, but yes, we're pretty sure Marquette won. Meanwhile, across the Mackinac Bridge, let's go to Alpena, the Northern Lights Arena. Escanaba and Alpena, third period action. And there's your goal right there, tipped home by Colton Hayes. The shot came from Calvin Pinar. 1-0 Escanaba just 27 seconds into the third. However, Alpena will get a rather garbage goal right here behind the net. That would be Nick Esch. That tied the game at 4:58. And then with a power play running out upper left corner of your screen, Esch scores again right there, and Alpena would hang on to win by the count of 2-1.